again, one of the most important geographical phenomena, the Pacific Ring of Fire, right? Again, there have been questions on this in prelims as well as mains. It is also known as the fire girdle of the Pacific, the fire girdle of the Pacific, or it is also known as the Pacific Ring of Fire. This is the area where more than 40% of world's earthquakes and volcanoes are located, right? Every day across the globe, there are more than 300 earthquakes, right? But they are like, not very significant or strong. Some of them may become, but this is the area where maximum this tectonic activity occurs. Pacific, roughly on all sides, has convergent plate margin. Roughly, Pacific on all sides has convergent plate margin. This means the Pacific plate is subducting below the other plates. That results into formation of magma, subduction, and volcanism. Clear? So you can see the Pacific Ring of Fire. This is the circum-Pacific belt, that is also known as the circum-Pacific belt, right? Circum-Pacific belt, Pacific Ring of Fire. This is the entire chain, right, that goes back to Antarctica. It starts at Mount Erebus, Erebus, Mount Erebus in Antarctica, then goes through this Latin America, goes back like this to New Zealand, right, and Pacific. Clear? So this is the Pacific Ring of Fire. Here, you see this dot, these are volcanoes. Orange dots are volcanoes. And earthquake area is shown in gray color. So this is all earthquake area. And lava plateaus are shown. This is very important, right? Where are the lava plateaus located? So this India Deccan Plateau is shown here. Brazil में no, this is in Africa. Africa में दिया है. यहाँ पे Brazil, the Parana Plateau, Patagonia, then Columbia Snake Plateau in US, Siberian Plateau. This is what I was talking about, right? So plateau structures. And Iceland. So major earthquake belts, volcanoes. Majority of the volcanoes are located. But you can also see some volcanoes are isolated. So like Hawaii, this Mauna Loa is in Hawaii. So these are called, Hawaii is called, what type of volcano? What is the term? Technical term क्या है? There was a 10 marker on this in UPSC. What is this Hawaii volcano? What is it called? Technical. Because it is not plate margin. Yes or no? Hawaii is not plate margin. So intraplate volcanism, one of the major reasons of intraplate volcanism is what? I'll give you an example. St. Helena, Reunion Island in Indian Ocean, Hawaii. What are these? You told me you have studied. These are mantle plumes, or in simple terms, they are also known as what? Mantle plumes are called as hotspots. So these are hotspot volcanoes. Mantle plume pe there was a question, full 10 marker, if I'm not wrong, 10 or 12 marker at that time, right? So ye pucha tha UPSC ne 10 marker. Mantle plumes. What are mantle plumes? Right? It is intraplate volcanism, mantle plumes. So we have studied, I'm putting it in proper context again. We have studied that volcanism generally is seen at convergent plate margin where the plate subduction takes place, correct? Convergence and subduction of plate. Volcanism is also seen at divergent plate margin, but that volcanism is not explosive type. It is generally fissure type of eruption, the Great Atlantic or Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Apart from these two, volcanism is also seen at isolated spots intraplate. The reason is mantle plume, right, or hotspot. What is the meaning of this? There is a direct connection of mantle with the surface, right, and magma starts coming out. If the plate above moves, the plume doesn't move. The plume remains as it is. So वो जो पहला बना हुआ mountain है वो आगे चला जाता है, right? It is like this simple. If I have to draw the diagram, if this is the plate, right? And this is the plume, right? Mantle plume, right? Magma is coming up. So there is a mountain, volcanic mountain that forms here, right? Hawaii mein. But this plate is moving like this. So what will happen? After some time, this mountain will go here and a new mountain will start coming up here. ये वाला हिल गया इधर, प्लूम नहीं हटता, प्लूम उधर ही रहता है, right? So that is why if you look at the Pacific Ocean bottom, you will find that there is a continuous chain of mountains from Hawaii till Russia. Their height goes on declining. Why? Because of erosion. अभी कुछ नहीं है ना. Highest कहाँ पे रहेगा? Hawaii पे, because it's active. The moment the plate moves, because the Pacific plate is moving towards northwest, towards Russia. So when it is moving towards Russia, the mountain which is already formed, it moves forward. उसके बाद वो बढ़ता नहीं है. उसके बाद it is just eroded. That is why the height of the mountains goes on decreasing towards Russia, and the highest being at Hawaii. So from here till this point, you get a chain of mounts. This is known as the Emperor Seamount chain. It is the Emperor Seamount chain from Hawaii till Russia. Done? Emperor Seamount chain. So this is mantle plume. Clear? Hotspot का concept भी revise कर लिया हमने. Similarly, earthquake majorly occurs at the plate margins, but it is possible for earthquake to occur intraplate, right? That may be for various reasons. That may be natural reasons or anthropogenic reasons also. जैसे nuclear test किया आपने, or mining collapse रहा बड़ा, anything can happen. So, or you have built a huge reservoir, जैसे कोयना में है, right? Reservoir induced seismicity. So it may be intraplate, but this is one of the most important diagrams that you should focus on. Next.